Namaste, everyone, and welcome to this Gemini full moon. I know a lot of you are waiting for this because it's a very, very special moment. And if you look up in the sky, the ones in the Western Hemisphere, you could really see the moon being really bright and really round. So before we start, let's ask for divine blessing, shall we? To the Divine Supreme God, Divine Father, Divine Mother, to all the spiritual elders, holy masters, saints, archangels, holy angels, spiritual helpers, personally to my teacher, Master Tokok Sui Mahagu Jumailing, we humbly invoke for divine light, divine love, guidance, help, healing, and divine protection. Thank you for blessing us with a loving heart, an intelligent mind, and a very powerful will that we may be of service to others. We thank you in full faith, so it is. All right, here we go. Now, before we do the meditation, we always have a short lecture. I'm going to make it super short. That way we can do the meditation right away. And it's you have Aries, which is, you joined us for that full moon meditation. That's for the preparation. And last month, and a lot of you, thousands of you joined us for the Wesak full moon or the full moon of Taurus. That's where the massive spiritual energy comes in. That's the most powerful full moon of the year. And this month, Gemini full moon is for distribution and sharing of these divine blessings we received. Now, it's also called World Invocation Day. And it's quite appropriate as you see what's going in the world with the pandemic and, the protests and, people standing up for their rights and what's right. And, so it causes a lot of movement in the entire world. And we just have to do our part spiritually to invoke and ask for blessings. So these divine blessings flows down to the entire earth, disintegrate a lot of negative thoughts and emotions, the energies of division, and opens our hearts, our minds, and souls to have that realization we are one, whether you like it or not. Okay? Some people say, but there's a difference. It's true. On the lower worlds, there is division. I'm here, you're there. My skin's a certain color, your skin's a certain color. You believe this, I believe that. There are certain differences. But when you strip away the body, strip away our emotions and thoughts, the spiritual self and the soul is basically a being of pure energy and light made in the image of God. Yes? So I just want to share what my teacher shared with me many years ago, and then from there we'll go into the meditation. I talk about the zodiac, the astrological signs. Now, first of all, disclaimer, I'm not an astrologer, so that's not my expertise. In fact, everything I know, I learned from my teacher, so I'll do my best. As I always say, any screw-ups is mine, not my teacher's. Okay. So you have air signs, earth signs, water signs, and whatever other sign, fire sign. So air signs consist of Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. And the simple way to understand this is essentially Gemini, you have duality. And then you have duality where you try to balance the two, that's Libra. And you go, okay, that's nice. What's it got to do with Aquarius pouring stuff out? So the way my teacher explained it is like this. Air signs have to do with the mental faculty. The funny part is people call people who are not very intelligent, oh, that airhead, right? But in reality, when it comes to astrology, the air signs are the signs of the intelligent people. So Gemini essentially is symbolizing looking at in any decision we make, oftentimes you're going, do I do this? Do I do this? Which one is right? Is this right or this is right? And then you ultimately push that button to go in whatever direction you want. So Gemini represents a duality. Anything we do, we always say, do we do it? We don't do it. We act on it, we don't act on it. We say it, we don't say it. We think it, we don't think it, right? That's a duality. Now, you don't stop there. Otherwise, you're stuck in limbo. So the next part is Libra, where you're thinking. You're looking at the evidence, you're looking at the data that comes in, you're processing the data, you're making your hypotheses, and then from there, you do your experiments and you make a conclusion, right? So you have the scales, and then at some point, something has to be made definite. You have to have a conclusion. All right. So with that applies to our knowledge. Our life experiences, you're constantly making those decisions, right? You're weighing, you're looking at what's going on. That's the Gemini, observing. And Libra, you're weighing, you're calculating, you're understanding. And once you make that decision, before we make that decision, actually you already extracted the information, you already made the conclusion. And all these conclusions that we made in our lives are all the lessons we have learned, right? That's why we've been taught there's no such thing as a bad experience as long as you extracted the lesson from it. And at the worst case, we know what not to do. Make sense? So all these lessons, this body of knowledge that we've earned, we've used, we've experimented, we've accumulated, that's basically something that defines us. So Aquarius represents that when we have all this knowledge and all this information, we want to pour out this knowledge so other people can benefit. And that's why I was thinking about what would be a short way to make people understand the meaning of the Gemini full moon and World Invocation Day, Festival of Goodwill, is to look at Gemini is a start where there's always things that we need to decide on, weighing it, and then once we made that decision and we have that knowledge, we have a responsibility to share our knowledge, our wisdom, the experiences we have for the future generations and the people who don't know it. Okay? Now, I'm sharing this with you because a big part of service is not just giving money to charity, volunteering our time, but sharing our knowledge, sharing our experiences. You know, one of the stories you always hear is like grandpa, grandma, in 80s, 90s, whatever age, they're talking to a little kid, right? Okay, little boy, little girl, do this, don't do that, do this. I have words of wisdom for you. You notice that? And I think the Upanishads, one of the ancient books in India, and if I remember correctly, Upanishads is always depicted as a student learning from a great sage, a great teacher. Very similar to a little boy, a little girl, learning from the experience of grandpa and grandma. And that's a representation of Aquarius, where we want to take the knowledge we have, the experience we have, so the next generation or the people around us do not make the same screw-ups and mistakes we have. And it applies to what you see today, the racism, the bigotry, and all that stuff. Look, a lot of that has happened already in the past, right? The reason they keep repeating is because lessons have not been learned. We're still stuck on the Libra portion, we're still weighing. That's why, since it's not yet been learned, and some people are still stuck in the Gemini phase, where they go, oh yeah, and then, I feel like doing this, I feel like doing that. They're still screwing around and trying to decide what they want to do, when all we have to do is learn and say, look, we're all one. Everyone is created equal. We're all children of God. And by the way, we don't call it we are adults of God, we're children of God. Children are still learning. But you see, learning also implies there's a certain level of evolution. And at that evolution is a compilation of all the lessons we've learned. And once we learn it, we cannot help but share it with the people after us. And just to finish it off so we can do our meditation, I always go back to this lesson my teacher told me many years ago in a small room. He gathered a few people, and one thing that he said is, make your incarnation matter. I go, what is he talking about? Leave a spiritual landmark. You want to have that goal, if you will, that after you leave your body, people will say, she or he made a huge impact in my life. He helped me, she helped me become who I am to be the best that I am today. Some people, they just what? Most people, they're born, they go to school, they date, they get married, they have a family, they get old, they retire, they die. It's like, right? What did you do? What impact did you leave for the people after you? Oh, I give them money. That's good and nice, but those disappear. But the way we leave a legacy is the knowledge, the mistakes that we've learned from. That knowledge is like Aquarius. You pour it out. That's how you leave a spiritual landmark. You want to make sure that next generation, yeah, grandpa, grandma here, he didn't say a lot of things, but I do remember what he told me, and that's what defines who I am today. Think about it. And that way we do that. The way we do that is how we live our life. Right? A lot of you trying to bring people to the spiritual path. How to be better? But you don't realize they're watching you. Now, it doesn't mean that we have to be perfect, because no one is. We're going to have our screw-ups, right? We have our mistakes. And the way my teacher told me is like, if you don't want to make any mistakes, don't bother evolving. Because evolution involves what? Learning from mistakes. And I'll leave you with one thought. Because a lot of us do screw up, right? God knows I've had my share. And, and there's a Chinese saying, and I'm sure it's said in many traditions too, when you take a ball, a hard rubber ball, with strong internal essence, when you hit it in the ground, the harder it hits the ground, the higher it bounces up. And if you take that as a perspective, like, yeah, I messed up, I had my share of screw-ups in my life, but each time I learned the lesson so well, I came out better. Better. And if people see that your life is like that, then you're leaving a spiritual landmark. Because they don't have to make the mistakes to get the lesson. You gave them the conclusion. You gave them the lesson. And it's the symbol of Aquarius pouring it out. Let's meditate. Now, what we're going to do today is slightly different. We're going to make it super duper intense. It's already intense last month. You have all that energy. Now we want to generate even more energy so we have more energy to share. All right? So first thing we're going to do is we're going to chant Om 9 times. And this is to just flush out whatever limiting beliefs, thoughts, emotions, energies, blockages out of our system. And then we'll energetically unite and we'll go to the entire meditation. Okay? So sit comfortably. Let's ask for divine blessing first. You can do whatever invocation you like. To the divine supreme God, divine Father, divine Mother, to all the spiritual elders, to all the holy masters, to all the saints of all traditions, all the holy archangels, holy angels, spiritual helpers, you can invoke whoever you like. To my beloved and respected teacher, Master Tuakok Sui, Mahaguji Meiling, to the Lord Christ, to Buddha Kuan Yin, Buddha Shakyamuni, and all the high beings, we thank you for divine light, divine love, divine guidance, help, healing, and divine protection. Thank you for your compassionate, purifying light and soothing, healing energy. Thank you for blessing us with a loving heart, an intelligent mind, and a powerful will that we may be of service to others. We thank you in full faith, and so it is. All right. Press the top of your head gently. That's to activate your crown. Press your palms. Uncross your legs. Put your feet flat on the floor. We're going to chant Om verbally. And as you chant, and again, if you join us in other meditations and classes, we always do this. To what? To hose down any crap out of our system. Okay? So put your hand like this. Concentrate on your crown, your hands, and your feet. As you chant Om, just feel the energy come in and flush things out of your hands and your feet. Your crown is the input, the hands and feet are the output. Om. Feel the vibration loosen up any lower energies and blockages and just flush it out. Om. Om. Just be still. Allow the waterfall of divine light to just pour through your crown, go through your entire body like an empty shell, and just flush out any blockages and negative energies out of your hands and your feet down into the earth to be neutralized. Om. Om. Just be still, and in that stillness, allow the energy to flow through you. Om. Om. Just be still. Let the energy keep flowing through. Any negative thoughts, negative energies are disintegrated, loosened, and flushed out of your hands and your feet, your entire body, out of your pores, down, 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 deep into the earth to be neutralized now. So it is. Now open your eyes. Put your hand like this. Just like this, like you're going to do a karate chop. Say, all these negative energies, cut, disconnect. Right? This is just get it out. Now, we'll affirm oneness. Put your hand like this. Put it on your heart area. Put your gentle attention on your heart and your crown. Close your eyes and just repeat with me. This is the I am affirmation as taught to us by my teacher, Grandmaster Chok Sui. I am that I am. I am not the body. I am not the emotions. I am not the thoughts. I'm not even the mind. The body, the emotions, and the mind are just instruments of the soul, the instruments of the I am. Now be aware of your crown. I am the soul, the spiritual self. I am that, the soul. Allow your awareness to just drift above your crown. Just let it drift on its own. And just say, I am that, the soul. A spiritual being of divine intelligence, divine love, and divine power. I am that, the soul. Just be still. Allow your awareness to just drift on its own even more, on the way to the ceiling. Just let it float on its own. I am connected in one to my higher soul, the Atma, the Alma, the Anima within. I am that, the higher soul, the higher self. Just leave your awareness way above your head. I am that. So I am that. Maintain your stillness and awareness way above your crown. I am connected in one to the divine spark, the divine spirit in me. I am that, the divine spark. I am one with God. I am one with all. There is only oneness. Separation is an illusion. I am. Just let go. We are one. We are one. We are one. Let go. Experience your true nature, a being of pure energy and light, now. Maintain your stillness, maintain your awareness, maintain your sense of oneness with all as we continue with a great invocation, a powerful prayer to bring the balanced energy of will, love, and intelligence to the entire earth. Open your hands in blessing. Maintain your state of oneness. And imagine all of us are inside the big bright sun. All of us, even the ones in other traditions, other religions, everyone is meditating right now. Just say we are all one. Visualize all of us are inside the big bright sun, looking out into the solar system, and just focusing on our beloved Mother Earth. Say we are one. Now put your gentle awareness in between your eyebrows. Chant Om. Om. Be aware of your forehead. Om. Be aware of your crown. Om. Just be still. Be aware of the air in between your eyebrows. That's light. Be aware of your forehead. That's love. Be aware of your crown. That is will and power. Now be aware of the air in between your eyebrows. From the point of light within the mind of God, let light stream forth into the minds of every person and every being on earth. Let light descend throughout the entire earth. Be aware of the air in between your eyebrows and your hands, and fill the earth with brilliant light, awakening the intelligence and the wisdom of every person, every being on earth. Be aware of your forehead. From the point of love within the heart of God, let love stream forth into the hearts of every person and every being. Let love descend throughout the entire earth. Be aware of your forehead and your hands, and fill the earth with divine love. See everyone filled with so much love. They're seeing the love, the unity in all. Fill their hearts with love, their souls with love. Be aware of your crown in your hands. From the center where the will of God is known, let divine purpose guide the wills of every person, every being. The purpose which the Holy Masters know and serve, Let goodwill and the willingness to do good descend throughout the entire earth now. Be aware of your crown in your hands and bless the earth, every person, every being, with divine will, with divine power, the will to do good. So be it. From the point of light within the mind of God, let light stream forth into the minds of every person, every being. Let light descend throughout the entire earth. From the point of love within the heart of God, let love stream forth into the hearts of every person, every being. Let love descend throughout the entire earth. From the center where the will of God is known, let divine purpose guide the wills of every person, every being, the purpose which the Holy Masters know and serve. Let goodwill and the willingness to do good descend throughout the entire earth now. Bless every person, every being on earth with divine light, divine love, and divine will and power now. Just let it flow through you. We are one. Now let your awareness drift above your crown and just leave your awareness above your crown. Let it move on its own. The rest will be done for you. From the point of light within the mind of God, let light stream forth into the minds of every person, every being. Let light descend on earth. From the point of love within the heart of God, let love stream forth into the hearts of every person, every being. Let love descend throughout the entire earth. From the center where the will of God is known, let divine purpose guide the wills of every person, every being, the purpose which the Holy Masters know and serve. Let goodwill and the willingness to do good descend throughout the entire earth now. Just let it flow through you. From the center which you call the human race and all the different races, let the plan of love and light work out, and may it permanently seal the door where any evil dwells. Let light, love, and power descend throughout the entire earth. Let light, love, and power restore the divine plan on earth now. Om. 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 Just be still. Let the waterfall of brilliant light just pour through us and flood the entire earth with light, with love, and goodwill now. Maintain your stillness and state of oneness. We will now do the meditation twin hearts. Be aware of your heart, be aware of your hands. Fill the earth with beautiful pink light. Lord, make me an instrument of your peace. Wherever there's hatred anywhere in the world, let me sow love. Allow your entire being to flood the earth with waves and waves of love, sweetness, and kindness. Where there's injury, let me sow pardon and forgiveness. Where there's doubt, let me sow faith. Where there's despair, let me sow hope. Bless every person, every being on earth with peace, with love, with a spirit of reconciliation, with hope and faith in a better world. So be it. Where there's darkness, any darkness, let me shine a tremendous amount of divine light. So be it. And where there is sadness, let me sow joy. Allow your soul, allow your entire being to simply be a pipeline and a channel to bless every person, every being, without exception, with peace, with love, with a spirit of forgiveness, reconciliation, with hope and faith, with light and lots of joy. So be it. So be it. Just allow the energy to flow through your heart and your hands. Now be aware of your heart. Take a deep breath. Allow your awareness to drift up to the top of your head and exhale. Again, be aware of your heart. Inhale. Lift up the loving feeling from your heart to the top of your head. Exhale. Gently be aware of your heart. Inhale. Move to the crown. Exhale. And stay there. Your crown is filled with brilliant golden light. That's why some of you feeling a pressure, a tingling on your crown. That's all the divine energy pouring into your head. Be aware of your crown in your hands. Channel that golden energy from your crown through your hands and fill the earth with it. From the heart of God, may every person, every being on earth be blessed with love and kindness. Let all be blessed with great joy and happiness, with understanding, harmony, and peace. So be it. Just flood the earth with so much golden light. Start with your family, your relatives, your friends. Let the golden light just spread like liquid light to the city you live in, the state, the country. Let the golden light spread throughout the entire world, especially the places who have been affected by the pandemic. The United States have been affected by the turmoil, the injustice. Flood those areas with golden light, with divine love, divine will, and divine wisdom. So be it. Now be aware of your heart, be aware of your crown. Take a deep breath. Exhale, imagine rivers of golden light pouring out of your hands, even brighter than before, flooding the entire earth. From the center of the heart of God, through my soul, through my entire being, may every person, every being in the higher worlds, middle worlds, even the lower worlds, let all beings in every direction, above and below, in every direction, be blessed with unconditional love and kindness. Let all beings in every dimension be blessed with inner peace and inner healing. For many, physical, emotional, mental, and financial healing. Bless the earth with golden light. Bless the people who are sick with healing light. Bless the caregivers that are helping everyone, sacrificing their own health, their time. Bless them with healing light, with the will to serve, and divine protection. Bless all the people who are serving, from the people in the grocery stores to the people who serve food, to the ones that help the society keep going. Bless them with inner strength. Bless them with healing light. Bless them with divine protection. Bless all our leaders on all levels with the inner strength to do what is right, with divine wisdom, with divine compassion for all. So be it. from the center of the heart of God, may every person, every being be blessed with understanding, with goodwill, and especially at this time, the willingness to do good. Not just thinking about it, talking about it, but doing good. Now, so be it. Just flood the earth with golden light. May all be blessed without exception. May all be empowered with the will to do good. So be it, so be it, and so it is. Now lower your hands on your lap. Keep your tongue on the roof of your mouth. Imagine a beautiful golden flame a few inches floating above your head. Just look at that golden flame and listen to the mantra Om. Look at that light. Allow your awareness to just gently melt into that light. Stay there. Om. Your awareness is completely in that nothingness. Just light. Let go. Om. Let go. Let things be now. We are one. Our souls are one, our spirits are one. There is only oneness. Your awareness is now completely dissolved in that ocean of light. Now, let go. Go higher. Let go. Gently, very slowly, come back to your body. Very gently move your fingers, move your toes. Very gently and slowly slide back into your physical body right now. Take your time. Come back. Okay. Now open your hands again. You have all this energy. I know some of you are still blissing out of your mind. We're releasing the excess energy. When you do this meditation, your energy field expands 50 to 100 times. So you have all that spiritual energy. That's why you're going, oh, okay. So we're going to release what we don't absorb and share it with the world, okay? So raise your hands. First, visualize the people you love, your family, friends, people you work with, people you love, including your pets. Flood them with love. Flood them with beautiful golden light. May they be blessed with good health, with happiness, with abundance and prosperity, and spirituality. So be it. So be it. Bless your job, bless your career, your finances with success, with abundance, with prosperity, with progress. So be it. So be it. May all be blessed, so be it. Now, okay, open your eyes. If you remember, once we joined this the last 7 days, and if you're new, you probably don't know this, but it'll all work out. The ones we have, if you have certain things you wrote down, certain goals and aspirations, certain projects you want to be successful in, certain work projects, relationships you want to get better, everything in the universe needs energy. In order for something to do well, it needs energy. Yeah? Sometimes you have a project, it's going well, and suddenly it just falls through. It lacked energy. So what we do in our meditation with all this energy, we're now going to aim that hose at these projects so it has a lot of energy to keep it going. Make sense? So the ones who wrote it down already, the ones who took the Kriya Shakti course, remember, you're supposed to write it a certain way, you have it in front of you. The ones who are new, just think of, I'll give you a few minutes to think about what are the things you want to improve in your life. It could be physical, your health. It could be finances, you want to make it better. There's a certain project you're having some challenges with. In other words, what's your wish list? Okay? Basically, a wish is a thought, an intention in the energy world. In order for it to manifest, it needs energy. Well, guess what? You got tons of it right now. So think about it. We'll give you maybe a minute or so. Just think about the things that you want blessed, charge, energize, whatever word you want to use. And the ones who have it written down, just put it in front of you. Okay, we'll give you a few seconds. Okay, ready? All right, just raise your hands like this. The ones who have it written down, just put it in front of you. The ones who are thinking about it, visualizing it, just put it in front of you. Okay, put your hand like this. Everybody repeat after me. We are one. We are one. We are one. Some of you are sensitive, you start feeling your hands tingling, right? Because now you're using the energy from everyone. Just pour it out like a big gigantic pipe. Okay, like a big gigantic hose. Now project light to all your projects, the ones that are written down or visualized, fill it with light, see it materializing, manifesting according to the divine will. Fill it with light. Keep going. Smile, be happy about it. Also think of your family and friends. If you know someone who needs a better job or doesn't have a job, somebody needs healing, just flood with light. We have all this energy and we're under a gigantic pipeline, and just aim it at the place in your life you want to get better. Fill it with light, fill it with energy. Keep going. The ones who already took Kriya Shakti, you know the hand position, you know the energy, you do the technique you've been taught. Keep going. Just imagine you're aiming a gigantic hose at it and getting stronger and brighter. Yes, so be it. Keep going. We are one. Affirm that so the energy keeps pouring through us. So be it. May all these be blessed. So be it. As your heart desires, so be it. Now we'll charge it even more. Just relax. Right. If you're sensitive, you might have felt something. So we just add special sauce. All right. So let's give thanks, shall we? To the Divine Supreme God, Divine Father, Divine Mother, to all the spiritual elders, holy masters, to all the saints, archangels, holy angels, spiritual helpers, personally to my teacher, Master Chokok Sui, Mahagu Jameling, to the Lord Christ, to the Lord Buddha, Buddha Kuan Yin, and all the high beings, thank you for divine light, divine love. Thank you for this opportunity to be of service. Thank you for this opportunity to learn, to grow, and to be even more of service to the world and the universe. We thank you for this opportunity. We thank you. Thank you for your blessings. Thank you for the wisdom, guidance, help, and protection always. In full faith, so it is. All right. Now, just in case you're trying to figure out the actual meditation, we only did it for like 30 minutes. But we crank up the juice, so I hope you like it. Anyway, this is going to be online for a while. You're welcome to invite your friends and practice it even more. Just be aware, don't do too many of it because it's got lots of energy. So maybe once or twice a day the most. All right? Then a few announcements, then we're done. Okay. Next week, we're going to do the Anchor the Light project. And what it is 3 times a week, twice a day, once at 10 a.m., once at 6 p.m. We're going to gather together, only like 15 minutes the most, 15, 20 minutes. It'll be a quick one where we're going to energetically gather together. And now we're blessing, right? In those segments, we're going to gather together and energetically, with intention, break up all the negative thoughts, negative energies that's affecting our society right now. Okay, it could be racism, it could be sexism, it could be whatever social issues that are there. These are thought forms. Like when you think of something, you create an energy form. Now there's a mass thought form, and when it comes to racism, it's been around for thousands of years. So it's massive, and so one person cannot do it. 10 people, 100 people, we need millions of people doing it. So the more people we gather, even for just a few minutes, we gather our energy and aim that gigantic hose and blast the heck out of it. Okay? I mean, that's in everyday terms. So you see, it's something like this. You cannot vacuum darkness out of the world. The only thing we can do is generate even more light and dissolve and disperse that darkness. Okay? So we'll do that for social issues, and we'll also simultaneously do that for our personal stuff. So it's both. We start out with stuff that bothers us. We're going to disintegrate it, replace it with good energy, and then as a group, we'll do it for the world. So join me twice a week. No, I'm sorry, 3 times a week, twice a day. The reason we did twice a day because some of you are in this time zone, some of you are that time zone. That's always the question. We don't live in a flat Earth, so the timeline is different. As the Earth revolves. Anyway, you guys know that in geography. Okay, so we want to make sure that as many people, as many souls join us with this, and we'll make it short because I know you have busy lives. We'll make it 15, maybe maximum 20 minutes. Maybe the first session will be longer because as you come aboard, we'll kind of orient you on what the structure is, and then we just, like a cookbook, just crank it out. Just over and over again with that structure. Okay? What else? We have a lot more projects coming on, and make sure that if you get an opportunity, you join our mailing list. Wherever you're watching this, you can log on, or you just can go to mastercode.org, or you can go to panicking.com. We're broadcasting in many different platforms because we want to make sure that we can include as many people, as many souls as possible. If you're right now watching on Instagram, make sure you like or subscribe. I forgot what it said. If you're on YouTube, make sure you subscribe. You're on Facebook, you join, you like. Anyway, that's why we have a great team that does it. Thank you very much. You guys do all the hard work. Here, I just opened my mouth. Okay. What else? I think that's pretty much it. And if, some of you ask, how can you contribute to this work? You can give a donation if you like to help pay for expenses and all that, just to help this ministry stay free, to cover expenses. You like to, push a button, donate here. We'll be very grateful, and may the blessings go back to you 1,000-fold. I think that's pretty much it. My team's not telling me what else I'm supposed to say. They're afraid I might say things I'm not supposed to say, so I think we should call it a day. Now, before we do this, there's one more thing. I want you to open your palms. Okay? Now close your eyes. Let's just spend a few moments to recall the blessings we have received. The fact that you can even take a breath, we have something to be grateful for. And just recall the blessings we have, our health, our relationships, the people in our lives, the resources, the finances, our mental clarity, all the blessings we have received. The spiritual yearning within us to always look for the light, all of those are blessings in our lives. And I just want all of us to take the time to be still, to be silent, and open your hearts in thankfulness and gratitude. Now, just thank you. We are so grateful for all these blessings. Even the mistakes and screw-ups we've had, all those define who we are today because we learn lessons from them. Thank you. To all our teachers, it could be the guy who just met today and just gave you some insights. He or she is a teacher. To formal education we receive, our teachers in the past, our spiritual teachers, we thank you all. To our spiritual teachers, our inner teachers and guides, we thank you. I personally, of course, thank my beloved teacher, Grandmaster Chokok Sui. Thank you. All the high beings, thank you. Of course, to the Supreme God, Divine Father, Divine Mother, thank you. We thank you all for your blessings. Thank you for your wisdom, your love. In my case, to my teacher, thank you for your patience. We thank you for all the blessings, the love, the nurturing, the caring. That we may be better people, better souls, to serve others and to manifest our destiny. We thank you. In full faith, so be it. So it is. Om. Amen. Amin. Tatastu. So it is. It is sealed. All right. Thank you very much for joining me. Namaste, everyone, and we'll see you online soon. Take good care.